What'd you think?
I didn't think we played very well. No disrespect to them. I thought they played really hard and made some hard shots and so forth. We just we don't make rotations. We don't guard the ball as well as we need to guard the ball. We didn't rebound the way we're capable of rebounding, and we turned it over 18 times again. We just got to stop.
So Trey just told us he practiced a little bit yesterday. It's sort of the first time or the most he'd gone in practice.
Yeah.
So what did you see out of him? And did he play more minutes than you anticipated today?
I mean, obviously, we talked to the medical staff, and they said, play him as long as you want to play him. I didn't particularly want to play him a lot at once. That's why I took him out and put him back in. But he needs it. He needs to get in shape, and he needs to get back in the flow of things. But he's a talented guy.
Looking at that group that you put out on the floor, that's a pretty athletic group, top to bottom. I mean, just one of your more athletic teams. Conquo and Wagi
I think we're athletic, but we're not skilled. I guess you always think back to the team that got you where you want to go. And you got a 6'9", you got an Ebanks, you had Deshaun, you had Wellington. We had good size. We had some guys coming off the bench with size. And not just size, but skill. When that team really took off is when Wellington Smith really got serious about fixing his jump shot. Now you got basically who was our center go out there and make shots, and that drove everybody away from the basket, obviously. And anybody he can still block shots. And just a different. I don't know. We were sitting and watching Duke film. This was on the way to where we wanted to go, but we're going to play Duke in Washington, D.C. And my phone rings at like 3:30 in the morning. We're all in there watching film, and it's Jamie Smalling, and he said, "Coach, I've been watching film," and that floored me. That Jamie was watching film at 3:30 in the morning. That was the first thing that floored me. And then he said, watching this film, we'd match up way better if Wellington started instead of me and he played center instead of me, which I thought was fantastic. But that's why that team was really good, and the team after was really good because they really did do things to help the team rather than try to do something for themselves.
What do you attribute the 18 turnovers to?
Bad passing. No, we just do dumb things. We just, I wish Emma was here. Emma's got a terrible habit of putting it over his head and passing it, which he's gotten away with because of his size. But it seemed to me every time he puts it over his head to pass it, when we in scrimmages or whatever, somebody deflects it. He's got to stop doing that. That was one of many turnovers. You can't throw to people's feet. We try to force it inside too many times. We want to throw it inside. We want to get those bigs involved and kind of get them to feel good about playing there. But they did a bad job of posting and showing, and we did a bad job of getting the ball to them.